It's 3 in the morning. You're not sick. Nothing is actually wrong right now, at this moment. But you are wide awake. And your brain? Your brain has decided that right now, at 3 a.m., in the dark, when there is absolutely nothing you can do about any of it, is the perfect time to run through every single financial disaster that could happen to you. What if the car breaks down this week? What if the laptop dies before that deadline? What if the dog swallows something weird and you're staring down a $2,000 vet bill? And before you know it, one anxious thought has bled into the next, and you're doing math in your head at 3 in the morning, calculating, rearranging, hoping the numbers somehow rearrange themselves this time. They don't. Here's the thing nobody talks about when they talk about personal finance. We talk about budgets, we talk about investing, we talk about building wealth, but we almost never talk about the physical cost of financial stress. And I want to have that conversation today because financial stress isn't just an emotional burden. It is one of the leading causes of chronic insomnia in adults. It is wrecking your sleep. It is wrecking your health. And it is quietly destroying your relationships. And the cure? It might surprise you, because the best sleep aid isn't a pill. It isn't a fancy mattress. It's $10,000 sitting in a savings account. Let me explain. Let's get a little scientific for a second. Don't worry, I'll keep it simple. Your body has a built-in alarm system. When you sense danger, real danger, like being chased by a predator, your brain fires off a chemical called cortisol. It's your primary stress hormone. It sharpens your focus, spikes your heart rate, tightens your muscles. It gets you ready. That system is brilliant when the danger is physical and immediate. The problem? Your brain doesn't really distinguish between a lion chasing you through the savannah and you not knowing how you're going to cover rent on the first. To your nervous system, financial uncertainty feels like a survival threat. And when you're living paycheck to paycheck, when there's no buffer, no cushion, no margin, your body isn't firing that cortisol alarm once in a while. It is firing it constantly. Low-grade, persistent, relentless, a slow drip of stress hormones that never fully shuts off. And cortisol, when it's chronically elevated, it does a number on you. It disrupts your sleep cycles, specifically suppressing the deep, restorative REM sleep your brain desperately needs. It impairs your immune system, making you get sick more easily. It clouds your decision-making, which, by the way, makes it harder to make good financial choices. It's a cruel, self-reinforcing loop. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Research into financial psychology has shown something remarkable. When people cross certain savings thresholds, when they build a meaningful cash cushion, their measured cortisol levels actually drop. Their reported anxiety decreases. Their sleep quality measurably improves. And the threshold that seems to represent a genuine psychological turning point? Somewhere around $10,000. Not because $10,000 is a fortune. In the grand scheme of wealth building, it genuinely isn't. But because $10,000 is enough to handle most of life's curveballs without going into debt. The car breaking down, the medical bill, the job loss, the emergency flight home. When you have that cushion, your nervous system finally gets the signal it's been waiting for. You're okay. You're safe. You can rest. And it literally, chemically, lowers your cortisol. Your brain stops treating every Tuesday like a survival crisis. So what's the actual cure? I'm going to gently suggest it's not the melatonin gummies. It's probably not the $1,500 weighted blanket either. And the meditation app you downloaded at 11:30 p.m. and used once? Probably not that either. Though honestly, meditation is great. Keep that habit. But the specific kind of insomnia I'm describing tonight, the 3 a.m. financial anxiety spiral, has a very specific cure, and it is a cash cushion. Now, I want to be really clear about something, because I think this is the part most personal finance content gets wrong. The magic of having $10,000 in savings is not that you spend it. The magic is that you know it's there. That's it. That's the whole trick. Think about what changes when you have that buffer. Your car could break down, and instead of a full-blown panic attack, instead of that sick, sinking feeling, how am I going to handle this? You have a moment of annoyance. Ugh, really? Now? And then you handle it.
You pay the mechanic, the money leaves, you rebuild the fund, life continues. That psychological shift from panic to mild inconvenience is worth more than I can describe to you. That buffer acts as a layer of insulation between you and the world's endless chaos. It doesn't stop bad things from happening. Life is still going to be life, but it fundamentally changes your relationship with uncertainty, because uncertainty stops feeling like a trap. It just feels like life, manageable, navigable life. And that, more than any supplement, more than any sleep technology, is what lets you close your eyes at night. Here's a side effect nobody puts on the label. When you are constantly in survival mode, when every day feels like you're one unexpected bill away from everything falling apart, you become a different version of yourself. Not a bad person, just a stressed person. And stressed people are short-tempered. They're distracted, they're irritable. They hear a question from their kid, and instead of answering with patience, they snap. They sit across from their partner at dinner, and instead of being there, they're somewhere else entirely, running numbers in their head, stewing in anxiety they can't even name. Financial stress is consistently ranked as one of the top causes of conflict in relationships. It is a leading driver of divorce. It frays the bonds between parents and children. It makes you feel isolated even when you're surrounded by the people you love most. And here's what I want you to understand. That's not a character flaw. That's biology. When your cortisol is chronically elevated, your brain is literally less capable of emotional regulation. Your patience threshold drops. Your capacity for empathy decreases. You have less cognitive bandwidth available for anything outside of managing the perceived threat. You can't pour from an empty cup. But when that financial anxiety starts to lift, when your nervous system is no longer running on high alert 24 hours a day, you get yourself back. The version of you that has space to listen. The version of you that can laugh at something small and actually feel it. The version of you that shows up fully, not just physically present, but mentally there. That is the real return on investment of an emergency fund. Not just a number in a bank account, but better mornings, better conversations, a calmer household, a version of you that the people you love most actually get to have. So let me be completely straight with you about why I'm telling you all of this. You don't save $10,000 to become wealthy. You don't save it to impress anyone or to hit some arbitrary milestone or because some finance guy on the internet told you to. You save it to buy your health back. You save it to buy your sleep back. You save it to buy your relationships back. You save it so that when life does what life always does, when the unexpected arrives, right on schedule, your first emotion isn't terror. It's just, okay, I've got this. Now I know some of you are thinking right now, $10,000. That sounds so far away, and I hear you. I genuinely do. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, $10,000 can feel almost fictional, like a number that exists for other people in a different version of life. But here's what I want you to hold on to. You don't start with $10,000. You start with 25. You start with 50. You start with whatever you can carve out of this month without destroying yourself trying. Because every single dollar you add to that cushion is a fraction less cortisol. It's a fraction more sleep. It's a fraction more patience with the people you love. The number on the screen barely matters at the beginning. What matters is that you've started building the wall between you and the chaos, and every dollar makes that wall a little thicker, a little taller, a little yours. Start this week, even small. Open the account. Name it something that means meaning to you. Peace of mind. Not my problem fund. Sleep account. Call it whatever you need to call it to make it feel real. And then watch. Slowly, not overnight, but steadily. Watch what starts to change. Not just in your bank account, but in your body, in your home, in the way you wake up in the morning. That's the investment nobody talks about enough. And I think it's the most important one you'll ever make.